So what does this all mean in relation to the economy and sustainability and the petroleum industry in Lambton County? Basically, for an industry to be considered sustainable or a business to be considered sustainable, it needs to be in it for the long haul. It needs to benefit both the financial backers of that industry and the people and the community, which means that it needs to provide employment for the local population. It needs to contribute to the local tax base. It needs to contribute to hiring practices that are equitable and sustainable over the long term. This is a reciprocal relationship. What that means is that the community provides employees and resources and access to those resources for the corporation or the industry. In return, the industry has fair, high wages for those employees. It contributes to the tax base. It contributes to local infrastructure. It supports local initiatives such as the United Way or charitable organizations. It sponsors sports teams and breakfast programs. And it's a contributor to making it a healthy, happy workplace. Not only does an industry need to be sustainable by providing profit sharing with the community, its employees, and its investors, but it also needs to do other things, which is equitable and inclusive hiring practices. That means that both men and women and people of alternative genders can be included in this, and people of all different cultural backgrounds will be hired to create a more inclusive work environment. Not only does it do this, but it also involves economic planners. Economic planners are really involved in helping to stimulate an industry to make it sustainable and give it little jolts every once in a while as far as innovation and technology and sourcing new businesses to come in and help revitalize the industry. Part of that is a huge investment in education and research and development. The industry needs to do these things to be here for a long period of time. Economic prosperity, though, considered from an economic perspective, is a measure of how long a business has been successfully operating in a location over a long period of time, providing equitable and high wages to those employees. If a community is considered economic sustainability, then it will be here for a long time, providing benefit and lifting its population out of poverty and going along with all of those things that are markers of a highly prosperous community, which are lower levels of poverty, lower levels of drug abuse, lower levels of violence in the community, which are all lifted up by economic prosperity. That means the local population will have better access to healthcare initiatives that are supported by this industry, or education, gender equality, and general overall improved life satisfaction. An industry that aims to be successful can operate happily and comfortably within a community that it both supports and lifts up through its economic profit.